Let me go to the phone. Let's go to Chuck Floyd, shall we? Because I've left so rudely Chuck sitting on hold there for a long time, but I wanted to give you the proper amount of time. Mr. Floyd. Colonel, how are you, sir?
Thanks, Chris. I certainly appreciate you having me on today, and we're talking about the Libya topic so Americans know the truth behind these awful and savage deaths of our Americans.
Yeah.
Obama's lack of leadership, and this truly reflects his character. As soon as I saw the videos and TV reports from Libya, I knew the security was lax and not up to diplomatic security standards, and it was an attack. I have the credibility in this area since I was at Department of Defense and Department of State. I've been on peacekeeping forces to Iraq, throughout the Middle East, and security is one of my specialties.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We at Conservative Victory Maryland are outraged at the Obama administration covering up these murders just like Fast and Furious. So we put together a video entitled Obama's Forward Foreign Policy. This video shows the cover-up, the riots against our embassies in 20 countries, Obama bowing to the King of Saudi Arabia, his apology tour in Egypt, the brutal murder of our ambassador, and Obama just smiling and going on all the talk shows and fundraiser events. He does not want to show the Muslim terrorists as who they really are, terrorists and killers. This refutes his soft foreign policy, and these individuals are as being working with us, which they do not want to work with us.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the autopsies? Where is the response? Just recently, the other day, the Libyan government asked for our help since they had the terrorists surrounded, but they could not outgun them because they were better off. No response from Obama.
Mm-hmm.
The blood on the walls, they talked about earlier, the Consular Affairs building looked like the new Obama flag that came out that they all of a sudden took down. Is the Muslim Brotherhood and these terrorists our friends? Obama said on TV he doesn't know.
Yeah.
So this shows the real character of Obama and his lack of leadership. He does not care about the American people and overseas and our national security. He is only concerned about his job and moving the country towards socialism. He'd rather have a Chevy Volt car in the embassies of Europe that provides security to our diplomats.
Yeah, did you see that? Pause on that for a second, because I saw this, I guess, Friday also. What is it? We spent $100,000 putting in a charger for a Chevy Volt, or for Chevy Volts at our embassy. Where was that, in Switzerland or Austria?
That was Vienna, I believe.
Yeah, in Vienna, Austria. We put in, spent more than $100,000 or $200,000 putting in chargers for the Chevy Volt.
Yep.
But we had no security, and we got security for our ambassador, Marine Corps Security Detachment in Barbados, and not in Libya.
Correct. And being in the State Department and traveling, I've been to over 50, almost 60 countries around the world.
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell our diplomats overseas that they should be warned. Attacks in Libya, Obama's policy puts all of our diplomats, their families, and our foreign nationals that work with us in our embassies around the world in harm's way and jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
If I was overseas at this time, I would want to come back to the U.S., because of his foreign policy. And so, we want to be able to have the American public look at the video that we did, which is at www.cvpac.us. And our goal is
Conservative Victory PAC, right?
Yes, Conservative Victory PAC.
Mm-hmm.
So it's www.cvpac.us, and our goal is to raise more funds so we can cut this down to 30 and put this across the nation in the battleground states, so people really understand that foreign policy makes a huge difference. It's not only protection and security of our nation, but it also has a huge economic impact.
Yeah.
For our nation.
Well, let me tell you what, Chuck, and I don't know how I haven't seen you in so long, but I haven't seen you in a long time. Hopefully I'll see you at one of the next gatherings here. I want to play the audio of the video that you put on, and we also posted it on the Christ Plante page on the WMAL website. So for people who are driving and didn't write anything down, you can go to the Christ Plante page on the WMAL website. You can click on this. It'll bring you to Chuck's website, Chuck Floyd's website, and you can send links of it to your pals, to your Democrat friends. If your relationship isn't polarized enough, we can send along these videos. But I want to play it. So hang on a second, Chuck, while we play the audio portion of the video. And it's got great stuff. It ends with Barack Obama walking out on the stage on the David Letterman show, which is perfectly telling. And, The View, he's going on the Daily Show again this week, the Jon Stewart show on the Comedy Channel, but he hasn't held a press conference since, I think, was it 1957 or 1959? How many states are there again? Here's Conservative Victory PAC video, link on our website, and also cvpac.us. And here's the audio.
The fires of anti-Americanism are burning around the world tonight.
An American diplomat apparently has been killed. People stormed the U.S. consulate in Benghazi, Libya.
After militants stormed the U.S. embassy compound in eastern Libya in Benghazi.
There is more proof that this was all part of an elaborate cover-up by the administration.
We were killed in the course of a terrorist attack.
The American embassy in Cairo sent out a message, quote, condemning religious intolerance and the effort to, quote, hurt the religious feelings of Muslims.
It's no wonder it comes out confused and incoherent and incompetent, which is a pretty good description of the Obama foreign policy.
Beginning with the Cairo speech, Obama changed American policy on the theory that the reason that people hated us was because we were tough.
There's been this constant desire not to be perceived as strong or forceful.
The United States, quite frankly, looks weak in this endeavor. It looks unwilling or maybe even unable to act in this capacity.
The theory and therefore the practice is going to be retreat and withdraw.
And I think, frankly, that hurts us and it limits our ability around the world to actually defend our interests.
Remember the line he uses? The tide of war is receding. Well, that means the tide of American power is receding.
After all this time of Barack Obama's healing glow over the Muslim world is that we are every bit as detested as we were before, but we're considerably less feared.
One of the Arabic media papers, Al Qayyar, wrote about how the ambassador was sexually raped during the torture process.
There are going to be bumps in the road.
I like the video, Chuck. I did enjoy it. We traded emails about it, Chuck and I did. It's a great video full of lots of great stuff. You got Charles Krauthammer, you got Liz Cheney in there, but you've got Wolf Blitzer at CNN, and a good mix of stuff, and people should take a look at it.
Well, we certainly appreciate you talking about Libya because this is a massive cover-up. All people should be concerned throughout the nation of the lack of security for our Americans stationed overseas, and Barack Obama is directly responsible in part due to the deaths of the Americans not only in Libya but in Mexico and other areas around the world.
Well, and then there's Afghanistan, and that's another discussion altogether for another day. Chuck, thank you very much, my friend. I'm glad we could get you on. I run that video. Again, the link is on the Christ Plante page. I didn't even say anything, but Michael and I were just saluting. We just got to do it automatically now. Thank you, Chuck, and I'll see you soon, buddy. We're going to take a quick break here. Good news on global warming. Hey, Barack Obama's going to be on The Daily Show again. It's his 6th appearance on The Daily Show. He should really be given a TV show when he gets off the air. Maybe on Al Gore Net or something.